we await to see what the Seahawks do here with their second, fourth-round pick. The pick is in, and we will have it for you momentarily. They've already gone with a big, powerful, physical, offensive guard, and let's send you back to the podium right now to see what they do again.
All right. With the 123rd pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Cameron Young, nose tackle, Mississippi State.
Wait, was that Jonesy?
This defense is going to have a lot of good.
I think that was Jonesy. Or Riley. Jonesy, Riley, one of the two of them. It's not the guy it's not the blonde. That's dark-haired hockey player from Letterkenny. Wow. All right. So there you go. Oh, no, wait. What did he say his name was? Tyler Johnson? No, you know who that is? That's the Skid Kid. That's
the Skid Kid.
He's the
Sturt.
Huh? No,
guys,
Stewart.
guys.
Stewart.
Can we talk about the nose tackle the
That was
Seahawks
shocking.
just
I didn't know he was a
drafted?
Seahawks fan. Now I have something to say about Stewart moving forward. Thank you, Matt. That was absolutely Stewart. All right, so the Seahawks took a defensive tackle, Stacy.
Yes.
Does that mean everybody can chill the heck out now?
Yeah. Well, no, but it does mean that they are at least very much trying to figure this out. And if they had a guy with a fourth-round grade and that's when they took him, then that's what happened. He started all 13 games for Mississippi State last year. And isn't that also the former school of KJ Wright?
It
correct?
is.
Also,
Mississippi State
he
guy.
Also a fourth-rounder out of Mississippi State, or is he a fifth-rounder?
KJ
I
was
think he's a fourth-rounder.
I think he was.
He finished with 37 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and a sack, though he's a defensive tackle, so you're not really looking at him racking up a ton of sacks. But I think 13 games as a starter at Mississippi State, pretty solid. So obviously this isn't like, top-tier nose tackle you're looking at. But here's the deal. You need bodies.
Mm-hmm.
You need depth. You need competition, and that's exactly what they added with this pick.
Well, I also like that they went SEC. If you're going to look for big bodies, generally up front in the defensive line, I want SEC guys, right? I just think that's where you generally find the biggest, most athletic kinds of defensive tackles in particular. So they found it at offensive guard as they went with the LSU kid. Now you turn to another SEC school, Mississippi State, and you bring in Cameron Young as your second, fourth-round pick, who has some upside. He's over 300 pounds, so I like it.
Weight of the two players they drafted, 660 pounds.
I like it. See? 660. After day one, they only ended up with 380.
Look at that.
Today, you had 660 pounds of beef.
You doubled up on the pounds drafted.
Good. They needed to. You need big people. So Anthony Bradford was their first fourth-round pick. He is a big, powerful 330, 340-pound guard. And now you go to the other side of the ball with a defensive tackle. 300 pounds, long arms, athletic. Maybe he isn't the most instinctive player yet, but you're talking about a guy, and I'm just sort of reading about him, that controls blockers, strong hands, chases, great motor, which means he must love the game. His game is a little bit raw, so you probably have to develop him a little bit. But, hey, who's your defensive coordinator?
That would be one Clint Hurt.
That would be Clint Hurt. What did he do before he was your defense coordinator?
I'm glad you asked. He was a defensive line coach.
Hey, he was your defensive line coach. So maybe that's an opportunity to develop a big body with long arms and turn him into some. And by the way, I always mention the arms because Brock's obsessed with them.
Brock is obsessed with noting all kinds of weird things. Like I remember him walking behind Bob Stelton one time and talking about his calves.
Well, yes. I mean, Brock, yes. That's for sure.
And athletes notice weird body parts.
With Brock, anybody who plays, especially in the trenches, Brock will not talk about them without mentioning their arms.
Important.
So you end up with a guy here who has long arms, and I think that is important, right? Because it helps them keep away, right? If you're strong with long arms, you can keep somebody off of you from getting into your body, and you can create more space, which is often what you're trying to do.
Well, and as a defensive tackle, you're looking at making up for any potential mistakes. Your last shot at defense is what? Batting down a pass.
That too. I guess that's also a good one. And it's 6'3", right? And throw the long arms out there. Yeah. Maybe you're able to help. But think about it, just from a football perspective, if I don't, whoever gets their hands on the other person can generally win, right? If I get my hands on you first, I have a huge advantage. But if your arms are so long, like KJ's, that you can keep me away without even needing to allow me a chance to touch you, well, you're going to probably win that battle. So arm length, I do understand why they talk about it a lot. And now, look, I don't know whether Cameron Young is going to be a great player. He's a fourth rounder. So this is now the first time they're starting to address this position. But he is a defensive tackle. He does play the position that they absolutely needed.